Hello all the warriors, this is Roy, welcome to Arena, and today we're gonna do the VZ chassis basic setup part 5, and this time we're gonna do the brake setup. Okay, so let's start with the video, let's and go. Okay, so here today we're gonna do the brake setup. So of course you can see this 2 setting board, it came up again, and then it will help us to do the setup. Okay, so let's start from the chassis. So there's people start using the VZ chassis and to do the reverse version like VZ FM. So there's another benefit for that is you can see the back here, the mounting point, and the front. The rear is lower, and the front you can see the space it has is like this big, and the rear is only like this big. So which means is for the brake setup, especially for the front, if you're doing the VZFM, that will be easier because the front is a little bit lower. So which means is if you wanna make the, like if you're doing like normal setup like I do the front, there's only 2 ways. Well, not only, there's 2 ways you can solve this problem. One is put the spacer between the mounting point and the plate. Okay, and the second is add another plate underneath of this bottom support. Okay, then to make your brake lower. Of course, here I'm using the large size wheels, so it can make the clearance the bottom is much more. So if you're using the medium, then that will probably help you a little bit for the brake setup. But here we're gonna do the tire setup for this video. Alright, so let's start with the video. Let's and go. Okay, so here you can see I have one multi-roller state that I had used it before as a brake plate, and this time I'm gonna using this and to make the front brake and also with our tire brake. Okay, so for here there's a 2 material that you can use for the tire brake. Like one is like here, hard tire, and the other one is soft tire. Of course, if you're using the soft tire, then you can brake more because it's soft. The resistance is much more bigger, the grip is much more better, but the only problem compared to the hard tire is it's very easily broken. So like not broken, it's like, you know, like probably after using a couple runs and the tire, it has to be damaged. So that way I'm kind of lazy, so I choose using the hard tire. Okay, so let's go for the next. Okay, so here you can see I put on the bank setting board. So here you can see the 4 of the wheels is touching the setting board, so it's all-wheel drive. And then the rear brake, I'm not going to do any setup for now, because it's just touching the setting board. And if I add or lower the brake, and that will make my car 4-wheel drive. So at this point, I will just leave it like that. But the front, you can see the tire brake I just made, it has a lot of space for the front. So which means the front brake will not touching the track when my car is going up to the bank. So this is a setup usually I have it ready for my race. So it depends on the situation how my car runs on the track. So I can choose lower the brake or just make the brake just like that, because now it's not in fact my car doing the car is going on the bank, so I doesn't really need to do any setups on it. So next, let's go for the slope. Okay, let's go. Okay, so here I'm gonna show you. So this is the setting board for the slope. So when this is going up and then it start braking. Okay, so our brake is still touching the setting board. Okay, so it makes the car can slow down on the slope. All right, so here I'm gonna do a small test and show you the difference between different type of the brake. Okay, so here of course we have the tire brake on this one, and also we have the pink brake on this card, and also we have the blue brake on this one. Okay, so we're gonna start from the blue brake. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push the car up to here, then I'm gonna using my finger to push it. So it would be like this. So you can see the car, because the blue brake is the light brake, so it does slow down a little bit, but it still go through it, the slope. And then next, what we're gonna do is the pink brake. So you're gonna do the same thing. Okay, so it's right over here. Just gonna do one more time. Okay, so right up to here. Okay, so then next we're gonna test on the tire brake. Okay, 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 so you stop right over here. So basically a tire brake can slow your car down and start braking right over this spot, and the pink brake is about this spot, and the blue brake is right through it. Okay, so that's the difference between those 3 different type of the brake. Okay, okay, so here for the tire brake, here you can see the setup already. This is the tire brake front is done, and the rear brake I won't do anything about it until I really run the car on the track. Then I would depends on how the car jumps, then I will adjust the rear brake. Okay, so the other thing about the tire brake is once you after run on the track, you have to using like lighter fluid or electric contact cleaner, and to make sure your tire brake at the front is the surface is clean, so that way you can makes the grip is the most grip because it's clean, right? So once the brake getting dirty, there's some dusted on the tire brake, and it will less the brake, like I mean it will make your grip a little bit less, so which means you're gonna brake less. Okay, so that's the only thing you have to be careful. If you already set up with like the fully brake of the tire brake, then you have to make sure every time your brake at the front is clean at all. Okay, so this is today's video, and if you like this video, please give me a like at the bottom, please. Thank you so much. And if you want to see more video like this, please subscribe and share this video. Alright, thank you so much. Don't forget to press the bell, so if I have the new video, then you will know it right away. Thank you, I'll see you next time.